Yeah, welcome to the Jaime Dee Show. I want to try that out today to see how that sounded live on air. You know I love you, the cowbell, but I want to try out that sound effect. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Jaime Dee Show. It's Monday. Woo! I don't know about y'all, but I am tired. I'm tired. I'm tired, boss. You know that sound where it's like, I'm tired, Grandpa. Well, it's too damn bad. I'm tired. But I'm here. And I'm so grateful to be here and be my very own live morning radio personality for the Jaime Dee Show, which is live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST. Welcome, welcome, welcome to everyone who's tuning in right now. And welcome into our live stream YouTube listeners, Facebook listeners, Twitch listeners, and Twitter listeners. I see Naturally Radiant is right there in the chat saying, hey, y'all, hey. I don't know why, but I can hear it in that accent that Naturally Radiant has. So I'm really happy to be here today because I have so much I want to go over. But before I get into the daily news headlines and the rest of the show rundown, I want to go over my weekend. Excuse me, I get told a lot, Jaime, we want to hear more about your life on air. Jaime, tell us more about who you are. Jaime, tell us about your weekend on air. You know what? I got you. I got you. This is what it means to be a personality. If you want to hear more about me, Jaime Dee, all you have to do is ask. If you're not tuned into my live video stream on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, or Facebook, you didn't see that cute little week. All right, let's get into my weekend. So I did a lot. Starting this Friday, I was invited, especially as media, to NBA Con. Actually, starting Thursday, we got a sneak peek of NBA Con and how everything was set up from the live podcast stage to the conversation stage to the performance stage to the fashion vendors and more. And it was great seeing that, but it was awesome seeing NBA Con live in action this past Friday. This was the first ever NBA Con, and it started during the same time the NBA Summer League started right here in Las Vegas. Now, the NBA Summer League is still going on, but NBA Con ended yesterday. And there was so much to get into. Like I told you, they have the performance stage, they have the conversations, they have the live podcast, sponsored by iHeartRadio, and more. And it was great. I was able to get free merchandise. They customized a crossbody bag for me. Y'all know I love me some fanny packs. Ooh, not even just because like it's a fashion thing, but I carry so much stuff with me that I hate having it in my pocket. And I don't trust people nowadays. If you ever lived in LA, you would know they pickpocket heavy in LA. I only started wearing fanny packs for real because of LA and how bad they pickpocket. And so it just became a part of me. I'm not gonna lie, I have this new challenge for myself where I have to stop wearing fanny packs and stop wearing hats for a while. I'm doing it. I'm having some withdrawals, but I'm doing it. But yeah, I got to go to NBA Con. Then after that, I was specially invited to go see Sweetie perform at Hakkasan. Now, I've met Sweetie before because I met her at her birthday party last year at a private rooftop party at, what's that LA hotel called? What it starts with a G? Ooh, what is the LA hotel called with a G? What was that place called? I don't remember what it was called. I tried to Google it while I was live on air, and that did not work. But yeah, there's a hotel that starts with a G. It's in Hollywood. And it was a really, really good time, and I enjoyed her. So I know that she is a great person. First of all, she called me handsome, sexy, and said I was real cool, and she enjoyed my vibe. So I was really excited to go see her perform live. She did an awesome job. Shout out to Sweetie. She did her thing at Hakkasan. But I'm about to go in on Hakkasan for a second. Because even though I enjoy myself and I enjoy Sweetie and I support her, I am so tired of the Vegas Strip and the stupid dress codes. It is so irritating. If you guys do not live in Las Vegas, you don't understand how hot it is. Not only has it been reaching like 105 during the day, it's been 102 at night. And you're telling me I can't go into your crowded club that has no good AC. I am shoulder to people. It takes forever to get to the bar because everybody's packing the bar. And then when I go and watch Sweetie, because all the sections are packed, the whole floor is packed, the patio is packed, I have to stand literally in somebody else's skin with clothes on. And what I mean by clothes on, I mean like you're making me wear a certain type of pants, certain type of shirt, certain type of shoes. It's dumb. It is hot AF in these clubs. It is packed AF in these clubs, and it takes forever to get to these bars. Why can't I wear shorts? And when I say shorts, I don't mean athletic shorts. I don't mean wife beaters. I mean, nowadays you see men wearing their hoochie daddy shorts. You see men wearing these two pieces, and they're extremely fashionable. And you tell me I can't get into your overly crowded club with my fashionable shorts? It is so irritating to me because you're telling me it's due to an aesthetic, and you get into this club and it's a sea of people that you can't even see. And you see and see, get it? But no, it's literally a sea of people that you legit can't see because it's super crowded, super dark, and hot. I was over there sweating my butt off just trying to support Sweetie, and I hated it. Hated it. Not saying that I can't wear pants and I can't dress a certain way for certain events and certain venues, but you're telling me I can't go to an overly crowded club in my fashionable attire that you see people wear all the time, especially on social media. But then you allow celebrities to get into the club with hoochie daddy shorts on. I think it's so dumb. I'm sorry. I just really want people to understand that unless this is a upscale club, a certain type of club that plays certain type of music and attracts a certain type of crowd, these dress codes are dumb. Because if you're trying to keep away a certain person, they're gonna fight, they're gonna shoot, they're gonna steal, whether they're in clothes and shorts. And I keep saying clothes, but I'm trying to say shorts, pants, or not. Please, I think this whole dress code thing is stupid. Now that was my Saturday night, and I mean my Friday night. And I actually had a really good time. On Saturday, I chilled and I did social media for the Jaime Dee show. Let me tell you how social media is so irritating. Not only is social media ever changing, but they have all these dumb rules. Now I don't know if you guys know this, but now when you post reels, they don't want you to hashtag as much anymore. They want you to tag a topic. And you may be like, tag a topic. Yeah, you need to select a topic. So you have to go into your settings when you're getting ready to post your content, and you have to go to where it says select the topic. And you have to select the topic. It'd be like celebrities, fashion, travel. And the dumb thing is like these topics don't even encompass everything. So I'm sitting there just like none of my content is regarding any of these topics, but I'm picking these topics to stay relevant. Oh my gosh. And then they want you to comment on 20 different posts per day and posting your story 5 to 7 times per day. It's just too much. Just to be relevant, just to have your content pushed out to other people. It's dumb. I just want people who follow me to see my content. I'm not trying to go viral 24/7. I just want more than 20 people out of my over 8,000 followers to see my content. Social media, y'all don't make social media fun anymore. It's just work. It's irritating. I hate it. On Sunday, I went to a private event hosted by Players TV. Now, this is an event where they talk about the history of Players TV. If you guys don't know what Players TV is, according to PlayersTV.com, Players TV is the first ever athlete-owned media and network content provider dedicated to showcasing sports, lifestyle, and entertainment. Its mission is to provide sports fans with unprecedented access into the interesting lives of professional athletes, both in and outside of their sport. PTV, which stands for Players TV, has become the home and centralized destination for the best curated and originally produced sports content. Now, I had a special invite to this event last night, and I met so many amazing people, such as the 14-year football NFL veteran Vernon Davis. I don't know why I was trying to say veteran. I had the word Vernon in my head. I got to meet Kyrie Irving. I got to meet Russell Wilson. I was so hoping Russell Wilson brought Sierra. My titties, my titties, my titties. My titties. Oh, I love her. I was obsessed with her as a child. Now I definitely would have held my composure, but I would probably hit a 1-2 step with her real quick. I got to meet so many different huge NFL players. And NBA players. I got to meet so many different people who also work in the industry, who work for ESPN and work for Amazon. And I even met the co-founders of Players TV. It was a great event. And as well, I can say it now because it's going to hit the headline soon. They just announced that they struck a distribution deal with Amazon Prime. Yes, they have struck a distribution deal with Amazon. So that means they're going to be actually showing and having their content live on Amazon. So for all of the Amazon fans out there who actually use that platform to stream things, you will be able to see Players TV on Amazon, which I'm super excited for because there's a lot of great content on Players TV, and I'm sure you won't want to miss out on that. After that, I was actually invited to a private mansion party in Las Vegas as well. I'm loving this invites. Ooh, look, y'all saw me at the BET Awards. Y'all saw me hosting my live morning radio show from Essence Fest. I've been showered with love and invites, and we want you here, there, ever since I've been back to Vegas, and I'm so grateful. This is a dream come true, y'all. I've been working so hard. Y'all don't understand. I have a master's in broadcast journalism, and I've been fighting so hard to get here. So I'm so grateful. Woo, woo. So I want to talk about this real quick. Shout out to KK. It was her birthday. It's actually her birthday today, and she owns two radio stations. One of which is a all-female led radio station, and another one is a hip hop station out of Las Vegas. Now, unlike other people in the industry, I don't see people who do what I do as a threat. I see them as friends, I see them as family, and I see them as coworkers I can learn from, grow with, and support. I know a lot of people get invited to these events and they don't go because they don't want to be around their quote unquote competition, or they go to get intel on who their competition knows, what they have coming next, and all the other dumb stuff, but that's not me. And I'm so grateful when people see me, they see the light I have, they see my genuineness, and they are inviting me out to just be a part of what they have going on. I want everybody to know this. I'm an individual who wants to see everybody win, whether they're white, black, Hispanic, gay, straight, lesbian, bi, it doesn't matter what you are. As long as you're not hurting yourself, others, or animals, I want to see you win. There's enough space and money in all of these industries. Let me tell you, a lot of these big heads are not hurting for money like they act like they are. These people have the money. And so I should just have to say, support your fellow friends. Go out there and clap for them. Y'all may be in the same field, but stop being haters. I love seeing other people win. When I got to see KK in her element and talk to her about her industry, well, our industry, excuse me, but her companies, I was so proud of her. So proud of her. I want to see her win. I want to see her get whatever she needs in life because I want people in my industry and other industries just to be happy. It's so hard out here to make your dream happen and to waste your time hating on somebody else because you finally got into that space and you want this and you want that. Your turn is coming. Take a step back, be grateful for where you are, and love on each other. You never know how your genuineness and your actual support can get people to pull you up. Seriously, I am so grateful for everybody who was in my industry, who's looked out for me, who supported me, who's invited me to special events, who sent me media lists, who's told me about an event happening today. Shoot, shout out to Selena out in New York. Selena works for Black Enterprise, and she's the chief deputy editor for Black Enterprise, and she even supports me and helps me out. Shout out to Selena. You know, like you never know how somebody right next to you can actually help you build you up versus, always trying to support people above you. Like Issa Rae said, we're so busy trying to network up and we should network across and truly help each other out. I'm going to say this, there is no hate in my body for somebody who's trying to make it or somebody who has made it, who's trying to keep their position. As an individual who's been in the industry for so long, I understand that a lot of us have temporary roles. You all see us in these spotlights and you're like, oh, they're famous. Oh, they have these invites. Oh, they're around these celebrities. Oh, Oprah called him cute, which she did. Shameless plug. She said I'm the cutest guy she has ever seen in life. Oprah, call me friend. I need some money. But yeah, with that being said, I support people. I really, really, genuinely support, love, and cherish those who are doing the darn thing. Shout out to even Irv the God. And look, I'm always open and honest. He's the one who invited me to meet KK. And because of him, now I'm connected to her. Now I'm connected to this huge mansion venue who wants me to do my live remote radio show from their house. These people are rich. And they're like, yeah, we want you to do your radio show from my house. I sure will. I'll be texting y'all later today. So I say that to say you never know how you can be put into spaces where you can also profit as well and how you can truly help somebody else be great. I'm so happy for everybody doing the darn thing. Even the people I met yesterday at the Private Players TV event, there were so many up and coming individuals. Some people who have already made it. Some people who are still creating their brand, even though they've already made it. And I'm so proud of each and every one of you. I want you all to continue to win. I cherish you all. I support you all. I'm sending all love. And I pray that it just keeps working out for all of us. And no matter what industry you are, it can be hard. But specifically, my industry, it is so hard to see Black and brown people, whether male or female, in these positions. And so I do my absolute best to support whoever I can. So please keep inviting me out. It literally means the absolute world to me that you guys support me and that you want me to support you as well. Because everything isn't about me. I know y'all see me as a celebrity now, but hey, I'm here to share the spotlight with you all. So thank you. Hey, this was me opening up for you all because you're like, we want to hear more about you. We want to talk to you personally. Well, there you go. You get to know more about me, Jaime Dee. I'm gonna try my best to continue doing this and talk to you all about my nights and what I've been doing and how I'm living life. You guys can always follow me on Instagram at it's Jaime Dee. That's ITSJAIMEDEE. Yeah, you can always follow me, hang out with me, and talk to me. I'll respond back. I'll follow back. All right, so that was my weekend. Later on the show rundown, I'm going to talk about the daily news headlines. So after this, we're going to take a break and then get back into that. Then we're going to have a conversation about the topic, is it okay to physically discipline your kids? And I'm going to bring in the amazing Mark Hayes, who is the general manager of KSHP, who actually is a father. I mean, I know that, but he's a father. Oh, I'm going to say this live on air because I want to see. Actually, you know what? No. I'm going to say it when we come back and we can see his face. I was going to say something, but I want you all to see his reaction. So let's take this quick break. We're going to come back and talk about the daily news headlines, take another break, talk about is it okay to physically discipline your kids, and then we're going to have Mark Hayes on again to talk about the history of KSHP. All right, stick around. You're now listening to the Jaime Dee Show live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1. I'll be right back. Oh, I can't wait to tell you what I'm seeing in my text. Oh.
Vegas has Italian ice. Philly Creamy Italian ice, also known as water ice, is 100% authentic Italian ice made with authentic recipes and fresh ingredients. Philly Freeze Me is also vegan. Try a single flavor or mix it up and taste test multiple flavors like watermelon and cotton candy or strawberry lemonade and mango. It can be adult friendly with alcohol-infused flavors. 2 area locations open until 8 p.m. every day. Follow Philly Freeze Me on social media at Philly Freeze Me or online.
Can you hear me right now? That's 1, 2. That's 1, 2. Boom, 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 hey, boom, 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 hey, boom. Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show, live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST. Yeah, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. Oh, somebody just texted me and wanted me to say this out loud. I am so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself. And the reason they said they wanted me to say this out loud because this is something I wanted to mention live on air, and I kind of forgot because I was getting on my soapbox about supporting each other and not being haters. You know who you are. You know what I'm talking about. Haters out there. You haters, you. But I'm so proud of myself. Do you know how my status, my brand have been building over this past month? Now, I've been in the industry for a while now, but just this past month, I've done so much, and I've met some people, and I've shaken so many hands, and just going to Essence Fest again and doing my live radio show from Essence Fest live in New Orleans, Louisiana. I met so many people I met some people I met last year, and the fact that I'm seeing so many of those people in Vegas and they're remembering who I am and coming up to me in crowds, and they're celebrities, by the way, and giving me attention is amazing. So real quick, when I was at the actually, I didn't tell you this part. I totally forgot about this whole part. Okay, before I get to the daily news headlines, I was also specially invited to the taping of BET's reboot of Comic View. So if you didn't know that, it's coming back. Kevin Hart's Heartbeat teamed up with BET to make this reboot happen, and it took place during Heartbeat Weekend, which is Kevin Hart's birthday weekend. His birthday was actually this past July 6th. You can count that as a daily news headline. And Chris Spencer was there, who obviously is a GOAT comedian. And he came up to me and said hi to me in front of the entire crowd. Everyone's like, oh my gosh. Mike Epps was hosting the show, and Mike Epps was like, what's up? And he actually talked about my sparkly jacket I had on, and everyone's like, who is this person? Who is this? And then Brisha Reb, if you've never seen Marlon, she was there. She said hi to me, and it was so cool. It's so awesome knowing that I'm making these connections in the industry, and celebrities are seeing me like a celebrity. I may not be on their level, but guess what? I will be soon. I receive, accept, and claim it. Y'all gonna be seeing a lot more of me. Get ready to not be sick of me, Because I ain't gonna speak that. Y'all gonna be sick of me. Y'all gonna love me. You're gonna be proud of me. Y'all gonna support me because the Jaime Dee show is going global. You heard me? You heard me? It's going global. Y'all will have the Jaime Dee stuck in your head because I'm becoming a household name. The fact that top celebrities are remembering who I am, picking me out of crowds, talking to me and saying hi to me, giving me hugs, showing me love, moving past their security or moving their security away from them so I can come say hi to them is amazing. I'm so grateful. And I wanted to share that story with you because you said you want to know more about me. So count that as a daily news headline. Count it. Count it, okay? Technically counts because comic view is coming back. It was a BET great. You probably didn't know that. That's considered a daily news headline, but I made it a little personal. So let's get to this real quick. So rapper light skinned Keisha and her singer boyfriend, I'm not sure how to say his man's name. Is it Coco Bongo or is it Coco Bongo? Y'all let me know on social media. Anyway, they're going viral because they were on a podcast talking about their relationship. Her boyfriend, who is a singer, stated that he can cheat on his girlfriend, light-skinned Keisha, because she would not leave him because they've been together for so long and he spent so much money on her. Y'all make it so hard to be men sometimes. I'm a man, and I sometimes be like, I hate men. I'm a man, and I'm like, I hate men so much. Because what? Why would you say some dumb stuff? Can we please stop embarrassing each other? Clout is one hell of a drug. Ain't no way you got on a platform and said that in front of your girlfriend. And my thing is this, whether it was your girlfriend or not, ain't no way you got online and on a platform and said that knowing that light-skinned Keisha is a celebrity. He is too, but obviously she's bigger than he is. Ain't no way you use this girl's name like that and pretty much pooped on her brand like that. You ain't no way, but hey, shout out to light-skinned Keisha because she held her own. Let me tell you, she responded back and said she doesn't care about none of that, and she will up and leave him in a heartbeat. She will leave like a thief in the night, and he wouldn't even know. Now, Coco was saying this entire time, or whatever the man named, Mr. Bongo, he was saying that, oh no, because she was like, will you cheat on me? Have you cheated on me? And he's like, no, I haven't cheated on you. I won't cheat on you, da da da. But you can see in his eyes, that man probably did. That's alleged. That's speculation. But the way he was like, oh crap, I probably messed up. I probably said some stuff I shouldn't have said. Oh snap, she probably been serious. She probably gonna leave me. Yes, you idiot. Why would you say that? Now this man is facing a lot of backlash because people say he sounds dumb. He realized that light-skinned Keisha wasn't playing with him because she was like, oh, you think I'm playing with you? Oh, I'll be gone. Then he got on live and said that he was just talking. The interview was a month old. He would never cheat on his girlfriend, but the excuse was so dumb. The reasoning was so dumb. He said he would never cheat on light-skinned Keisha because she's big enough to beat him up. Oh! Oh! Dumb. Dumb. Y'all are dumb. I don't get it. We gotta do better as men. Oh my gosh. I talked about this last week about how men are socially constructed to act a certain way, and I give men grace, but we're getting older. We're getting degrees. We have social media. We have Google. We have therapy. We have all these resources you can access, and you choose to still be dumb. Oh my God. There's this one social media user who stated that if this was me, that's all I needed to break up with you. We could have had the best relationship possible. We could have never had any fights. And that moment alone would have made me want to break up with you. And I agree. The fact that you think that means that you would actually do it. Williams' family on YouTube said, not because she's big enough to beat him up. Listen, trash, right? Man, that's nothing to you. Call me a big thief. No, you didn't say that I'm big enough for you to be. See, I couldn't do it. He just keep disrespecting that girl, and I can't. But yeah, I agree. That would have been enough for me to break up with you too. I'm not doing it. All right, so we all know Usher Raymond. The good old Usher is known for breaking up households, child. Known for breaking up households because this man be serenading the mess out of these married and in relationship women. Out of all these single women who be going to his show, out of all these women who are willing to risk it all for Usher, he be serenading the wrong ones. And so Winnie Harlow was actually at Usher's event. If y'all don't know who Winnie Harlow is, she's a model. And he went up to her to serenade her, and this girl jumped in her boyfriend's lap. She was like, not over here. You're not breaking up this home. I'm dead. Now, if you guys don't watch The Breakfast Club, Charlamagne the God actually went online and said that Usher Raymond is at fault. Y'all going in on Keke Palmer and her boyfriend, but Usher Raymond don't be trying to go talk to no single women. He always trying to talk to people who are in relationships and not agree. He know what he's doing. But also, you all know what he's doing. It's all fun and games. If you know this is his line of work and this is what he does, maybe y'all should have a conversation. Maybe y'all should seek therapy beforehand. Maybe y'all should learn how to be secure in your relationships because, well, I can understand how it's serious to some of y'all. It's not that serious if you have a secure relationship. It's not that serious if you have conversations with your significant other beforehand. And it's not that serious if you create boundaries. Now, people are actually going in on Winnie and they're saying, you didn't have to be so extra with your response. You could have interacted with Usher. Are you too good? And y'all need to have more secure relationships. And hey, if that's her relationship and their boundary is she can't be doing all that, fine. I think it was funny. I didn't think it was that serious. I thought it was funny that she hopped in a man's lap, her boyfriend's lap. And it is what it is. Leave people alone. But also, I do agree with the fact that, yeah, create boundaries. Have conversations. And understand some of the stuff is all fun and games. It really is not that serious. Let your girl rub on Usher. It ain't like she gonna. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you know how the industry is. We do. But well, I know. I don't know if y'all know, but I do. Be secure with your partner. Let your girl rub on Usher real quick. It's just a celebrity. Now, if it was a regular dude, absolutely not. But also, we know Usher as a girl. So come on now, y'all be fine. Y'all be fine. As reported by TMZ, well, this is some crazy news. Burglars reportedly stole a safe containing $1 million in cash and jewelry from Tina Knowles Lawson's home recently. Y'all know who Tina Knowles Lawson is? Y'all know that's Beyonce's mama? They had done burglarized Beyonce mama's home. The Los Angeles Police Department said that the incident happened in Hollywood around 10:30 a.m. on July 5th. The break-ins were discovered when somebody from Tina's camp stopped by the home and discovered the missing vault. Thankfully, Mama Tina wasn't home at the time of the incident. Can y'all stop? Oh my God, leave people alone. People work way too hard. And granted, she got it. She'll be able to replace it. But it does not mean y'all should be stealing people's stuff. Oh my God, y'all make me afraid to be a bigger celebrity because y'all just ruin stuff for everybody. I hate it. I hate it here. There's no reason y'all should be out here stealing from people. Work, man. Come on. Hey, in some sad local Las Vegas news, a 2-year-old boy was pronounced dead after an accidental shooting near Nevis Air Force Base. This is reported by 8 News Now, and it's still an ongoing investigation. We don't know how the kid got the gun. We don't know why the kid shot himself. We don't know what was the issue behind this, the situation behind this. It's just discovered that a 2-year-old accidentally shot himself. Yeah, that's all they're saying. Police aren't giving us any other information. This happened on Sunday around 6:30 p.m. And that's all the information they're giving us. I don't know what else to tell you as it pertains to gun safety, as it pertains to getting guns off the street, as it pertains to gun control, as it pertains to protecting each other. I don't know what to tell y'all, but people are dying. 2-year-olds are dying. Kids are being killed. What do you want me to tell y'all? What's the issue? Is it guns? Is it people? Is it both? I don't know what to tell y'all because time and time again we can see people are losing their lives to gun violence. And I don't know if y'all consider this gun violence, but I consider this gun violence because why would a 2-year-old have a gun? A 2-year-old! I love guns so much. Now, granted, the world is scary. I do believe we need protection. I do believe we need to protect ourselves, but obviously y'all not protecting our kids from shooting themselves. Ridiculous. In some light and fun Las Vegas news, as reported by 8 News Now, you can swim with the sharks doing Golden Nugget Shark Days. They may be wondering, what the heck is that? Well, the Golden Nugget Las Vegas Hotel and Casino has from Tuesday, July 11th to Tuesday, July 18th, the Golden Nugget Shark Days, which is an event dedicated to the big fishes inside of its H2O pool. The pool is famous for its tube slide that goes through the shark tank, creating an experience similar to swimming with the sharks. In the afternoon on Tuesday, July 11th and Thursday, July 13th, shark divers will actually be in the water and will be available to answer questions. Shark feeders are scheduled for Wednesday, July 12th at 10 a.m. and Friday, July 14th at 11:45 p.m. Take your family out. We're having a good time. Everyone is encouraged to visit the Golden Nuggets H2O pool between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. to enjoy all the activities Shark Days has to offer, including shark-themed drinks, scavenger hunts, and more. Shark Days is open to the public, y'all. Prices may vary. Go check out the website. Again, that was reported by 8 News Now. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for commenting on my YouTube. Y'all are the bomb. I love y'all. Thank y'all for supporting me. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back and have a conversation about, is it okay to physically discipline your kids? We're going to have Mark Hayes, who's the general manager of KSHP, join me live to have this conversation. Stick around. We'll be right back. It's the Jaime Dee Show. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me right now? Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Testing 1 2. You guys, naturally rated. You can hear me right now. All right. Thank you guys so much for letting me know you can hear me on the YouTube still. Appreciate y'all. Not sure what that's about. Give me a longer break. Let me see this thing.
Your choice of protein, like the Rock Bot, and your choice of sauce, from all sweet to nothing but the heat. Bop on over to eatcupbop.com to find the location nearest you and savor some crazy good Korean foods.
Oh, you guys can hear me now. Got it. It's the webcam.
Road and 7175 West Lake Mead Boulevard.
Immersive Disney animation is the groundbreaking experience of a lifetime, featuring the animated sights and sounds of Disney's most iconic films. Las Vegas at the Shops at Crystals. Tickets at DisneyImmersive.com. Brought to you by the producers of Immersive Van Gogh.
Korean Barbecue in a Cup is serving up unique Korean-style dishes and a special brand of fun. Treat yourself to a delicious bowl of rice, cabbage, noodles, your choice of protein like the rock bok, which is tangy fried chicken, and your choice of sauce from all sweet to nothing but the heat. Bop on over to eatcupbop.com to find the location nearest you and savor some crazy good Korean food served with a smile. With 5 area locations, 1100 South Fort Apache at Charleston, 7150 North Durango at Elkhorn, 4680 South Maryland Parkway, 1975 West Craig Road, and 7175 West Lake Mead Boulevard.
Vegas has Italian ice. Philly Freeze Me Italian.
You muted my mic on the. There you go. If you're just out. Hold on. Let me help Mark out. Hold on. Mark, what is going on? I'm scared. Let me see. Hold on. All right, guys. Y'all probably can hear me from the back. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So y'all got to see that live on air. And I made sure y'all saw me in the background. Mark side. Get stuff this up. Anyway, welcome back to the JBD Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST. If you're just now tuning in, I already went over the daily news headlines and I went over my weekend of events. You guys got to learn a little bit more about me. But now I have Mark Hayes, who is the general manager of KSHP, and to talk about, is it okay to physically discipline your kids? If you guys want to talk about this, call at 702-221-7283. Let's have this conversation. Mark, you are a dad, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Mark, I don't think your mic's on. We can't hear you, Mark. Okay, cool. Actually, Mark, wait. Okay, actually, no, I'll go back to that. Mark, you're a dad, right?
I am a dad.
You said you think so?
Still a dad.
Okay, so real quick, I'm not gonna tell you who made these comments. One person says, "Hey, Mark," on social media. Mark, you are engaged, right?
I am today. Yeah.
Well, Mark, Mark, I got some comments saying, "Oh, my new bae is coming back on," or "Oh, Mark Hayes is so handsome," or "Oh, that's your manager." Ooh, you better get your fiance. Better watch out.
Hey,
Mark, you a heartthrob.
Compliments. Whoever's saying that, thank you. I mean, when you get to my age, you don't get those many compliments. So, hey, thank you. Got me blushing.
We got somebody else who was like, "Oh, got to introduce me to Mark when I come to Vegas."
Come on in the studio. This is the only place I can meet you at.
Absolutely not. Don't get me in trouble.
I'll get some food, and as long as it's business.
Don't get me in trouble, Mark. I ain't trying to have your fiance on my back.
Trouble, I've been cheat free for 12 years, man. Yeah,
that's a man right there.
I'm cheat free. I
Cheat. Wait, just for 12 years?
Thought about you, man.
Now before that,
I was wild. Back in the day.
Mark, the fact that you're so open with me is so cool.
I was an athlete, and that kind of brings a different kind of, things you don't really want to talk about.
But you learned your lesson.
Yeah, 12 years clean.
12 years.
Look, I don't do alcohol, I don't do no drugs, but I have known to be a little bit of promiscuous when I was in college. But,
okay. Well,
no shame though, because I'm 12 years clean. I'm 12 years clean.
Well, Mike, I didn't bring you on to talk about that, but I appreciate
it. Of course, I'm always going to give it to you the real, man. That's what I can do.
Listen, I learned a lot from you. This is pounded, Mark. Pounded. I appreciate that.
You know we good.
I didn't bring you on for that, but hey, you told your story, and I stand by it.
You was giving stories, so I'll share one with
you. I appreciate it. I'm sorry, I got a text, and they said I can't repeat it, but never mind. Anyway, Mark, you are apparently a heartthrob to a lot of people who listen to the Jaime Dee show. And so I wanted to know you are father, you are engaged to a beautiful, beautiful woman.
Yeah.
And she deserves all of your love. But not only do you have your own kids, but you have a blended family as well.
Yes.
And so this past weekend we talked about what does it mean to physically discipline your kid, even mentally. Mm-hmm. And you had your thoughts. So I want to tell your story. You tell me, what do you think about physically disciplining your kids?
Jimmy, one thing about physically disciplining kids, it's on a kid-to-kid basis, right? I have again, my kids, I've raised them a certain way and a certain thing. I've never wanted my kids to be scared of me. I've never had to physically hit my kids or anything like that. But I always discipline them through conversation. I discipline my kids through conversation, which I thought was the best way for me, because when I was growing up, it really wasn't any discipline in the home. It was kind of like a free-for-all. And then when you did get in trouble, it wasn't no punishment. It was just kind of...
When you were growing up?
When I was growing up, yeah, it wasn't really no punishment. It wasn't no discipline. It was just kind of, you kind of knew better, right? And so the kids now, they really take us as parents to our edge, right? To our breaking point, until you get to the point where you're ready to choke them out. And then you deal with the consequences later. But kids now, I think in this generation of my kids, like I said, my oldest is 24. And so when I look at how I discipline them and how they've turned out, I got to pat myself on the back, because they're not in trouble with the law. They respectful of everyone. They don't, they're not pregnant. I'm telling you what's going on.
What's wrong with being pregnant? Take a step back. What's wrong with being pregnant?
Not at a young age when you can't take care of yourself.
What's considered a young age to you?
If you can't take care of yourself, they don't have an age on it. If you are physically relying on somebody else and you're barely working or barely making ends meet, I love kids. I'm just talking for my kids. This is just me talking. I would be taking care. I'm not ready to be taking care of grandkids right now. I want my kids to have grandkids, but I know for a fact if they were 20, my son is 21, my daughter's 24, my youngest is 19. If they were to have kids right now, I would support them. But I know that they're not going to go down that route.
What about the 23-year-old? Is she not old enough to have kids?
She's old enough to have kids. My question is, who's going to take care of the kid when you're at work? Who's going to take care of the kid when you...
Papa Martin.
Right now.
Did you say no?
Right now, and again, let me just step one back. If it was to happen, I would be a supporter of that.
Okay.
But I try to make sure when I raise them that make sure you have all your ducks in a row before you start trying to do things that require other people to help you. And that's and that's just for my kids. Like I said, I know I have some friends that have kids, and kids are 22, 23, and they do have kids. Love them to death. They love their kids to death and their grandkids. But just for me right now, I'm still raising my kids.
Facts.
right?
I feel
I'm
that.
still raising my kids in
Right.
a certain way. You see my daughter running in here.
I see all your kids.
Yeah. So to have a grandkid, I would love them to death, but I just, I've had that talk with my kids. If you're going to make a decision like that, make sure you're ready to support them financially.
Makes sense.
When I had my daughter, I'm only 47. My daughter's 24.
Right.
Do the math on that, right? I
Right.
was 23. And I had to learn and put a lot of my own needs and wants aside. I was trying to continue my football career, and then I had a daughter at 23, and so then the son at 26, and then or 25, and then my youngest.
I don't know why I never did the math. You had a kid that young?
Yeah, 23.
What's I consider young, but like
That's what I'm saying. Like I would be.
I look at you so differently, Mark.
I would be really, just naive if I thought my daughter right now can handle a child. And let me give you this scenario, which is probably it sums it up. My daughter graduated from college. Shout out to her. She graduated from college, got 2 degrees. She did her thing.
Congrats.
Her first purchase was a dog and a car, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was her first purchases. Dad supported it. Hey, whatever I need to do, let's get it. So she got her a Jeep. She got her a second dog. She could not take care of those 2 dogs.
She had 2 dogs?
She had 2 dogs.
That's
now
nice.
listen, but she didn't know that. And I said, imagine those being 2 kids.
Yeah, 1 dog is already enough.
Enough, right? Everything she did, every place she went, it was the dogs had to go, they were involved.
Yeah.
And so it gave her kind of a test of what it would be like to have 2 kids.
Right.
She had 2 dogs, and I had to have her. She had to take them back to her mom.
Oh wow!
Now her mom's taking care of those 2 dogs because it was too much for her.
Mercy on YouTube said that's what grandparents are for, though.
Yeah, no, I would be if my daughter had a kid right now, don't get me wrong. I love kids. I love my kids. I love other people's kids. I would be a great granddad. I would take good care of them. But that would be a conversation for my kids right now. They know kind of like, all right, if I had a kid right now, could I take care of them?
Mark, you don't give grandpa vibes yet. So
yeah, but I would. I would love. I can't wait till my kids have grandkids because I want to take them. And I want to make them athletes.
Right.
I'm gonna train them. I'm gonna get them into sports, just like I did my own kids. But I just
now you're taking over their own kids, Mark.
That's what I would do.
Mark, let's take a step back because now we're talking about a whole different topic.
Yes.
Mark, do you spank your kids? Is that wrong to spank your kids? What's your thoughts
on the discipline? Like you were saying, spanking all my kids, and you can testify. You can get this answer. Shoot, and my daughter and you see my kids coming into the studio, coming into the station. I've spanked each one of my kids once.
Only once?
In their whole life, and never had to spank them again. But it was a good one.
Let me tell you this: my parents.
Look, but it was when I say it was one that is probably enough for 10. I told
it was that good of a spanking?
But I had to stop.
Oh wow!
But ever since
was the issue that bad though?
It wasn't that bad. I was just so mad at the time because we had talked about it.
Wait, was this several occasions? Was it like line up, everybody getting a beat?
No. It was different occasions. My son broke the glass out the car window. That's expensive.
What?
He throwing rocks, son. Don't throw rocks. He's throwing rocks. Dad, I'm not gonna hit the car.
Oh, my daddy would have threw me through the car.
Come on in. Get undressed.
Not get undressed.
Lay down. And that same way. But
Mark.
I didn't, and this when they were a little bit younger.
Right.
8, 9, 10.
Not your woman at 17.
I have not had to put my hands on my kids but one time in their whole entire life.
Oh wow!
And they're adults, and they have taken that.
They learned a lesson.
Really learned the lesson from that. And like I told you during it wasn't that I was trying to scare them by it, but I just said, look, we don't have a lot. Right?
Yeah. We
don't have a lot. Why are you going to destroy the little things Dad and Mom have worked for?
Yeah. And
it was all like stuff that happened in the household. My daughter broke the big screen TV. The big screen. Remember everybody's had a big 60-inch screen with the back out, not the flat screens,
right?
But the big one,
right?
The screen. She playing with something in the house. Shattered the big screen. So those moments were very good teaching moments for me because I was a new dad. I didn't really know how to discipline because when I was growing up, discipline was like, all right, go sit in your room and in 20 minutes come out. Like you learned your lesson, but that wasn't discipline. So I've taken with my kids, and you can witness. You see them now. My kids are very respectful.
They are.
They
They're
listen.
really cool kids.
They don't speak to you. But they know that our name is what we got, and how they carry themselves means a lot to not only me but to them. And I've been telling them since they were young. when people say your name, what are they gonna say after? All right, what are they gonna say after? When they say
I'm about to
Mark
ask you a
Hay,
question.
when they say Jaime Dee,
Right.
they gonna say dot dot dot.
Right.
He's either a
Right.
or he's a
Right. Makes sense.
right. And I always taught them growing up. I said, what do you want people to say? Because I raised them, and hopefully I disciplined the right way because I wasn't rich. We wasn't rich. They went to the best private school in the state of Nevada. They went to the best colleges. The academic was important, so they learned a valuable lesson from that one whooping.
Right.
And I can't say that for all kids. I know some kids that probably didn't get enough whoopings.
Oh, I know a lot.
But
I know some adults now that still get whoopings.
It's a case-to-case basis. Like I said, my kids are both, they got the same mom, same dad. So it's not a bunch of kids just running around, Mark F. They all got the same mom and they got one dad.
Right.
And so that was my way of discipline. And that one time, I can tell you, it really worked for my kids, but it doesn't work for all kids. So I always say it's a case-to-case, kid-to-kid basis, especially with kids now in this generation. They learn TikTok, how to avoid whoopings. They learn what you're gonna do if you're about to get a whooping. Put stuff in your butt,
right,
so it don't hurt us. I mean,
or,
so many things.
Or how to call.
Yeah, they know how to do so many different things that we didn't have the tools to do. But now kids are so tied up on social media, and from a parent standpoint, I don't know if this era, if that would have worked with my kids now.
Right.
But the kids now are, and parents, and I told you this when we spoke about it, you're not my best friend. You're not my best friend. And parents that are listening or out there, they know that. Parents try to be their kids' best friend so bad that to the point where they even want to hang out with the kids and their friends. They want to take them places and hang out with them.
Facts.
I hang out with my kids. I take them to lunch. I take them to dinner. We go to a movie. They want to go with their friends. Fine, right? I'm not that dad that's going to go hang out with their friends.
Right.
And so I think a lot of the parents that I know personally, some of them are their friends' parents. Their best
friends first
instead of parents.
Right.
And the kids start talking to them like that. Like they're the same way they talk to somebody on the street.
Right.
They start talking to their parents. And by then, they're 18, 19, 20 years old. It's too late to try to go, I'm going to be hard now.
Right.
Right. I was hard at 4 and 5 years old with my kids. And then now at 24, I can sit back and go, I sleep at night. I don't worry about my kids getting in no trouble or disrespecting somebody or not being a productive person in life. And so that one whooping really did a lot. It really, truly did. And I would never put my hands on my kids.
I'm scared of you, Mark.
Now. I wouldn't do it now because police. Social services.
No, police, not DCFS.
I'm gonna go get a weapon.
Right.
So parents.
Oh yeah, because these kids are fighting back.
Yeah,
these kids are fighting back.
And again, it goes to also to the point where a lot of kids are being abused.
See, okay, I totally understand what you're saying. I was gonna say I agree, but I don't want people to think I was agreeing with abuse. I don't agree with abuse. I completely disagree with abuse.
Yes.
But I 100% agree with disciplining the kids.
Yes.
A spanking.
Of course.
I'm not saying get the switch. I'm not saying throw them through stuff. I'm not saying go out, because there was a video that was actually going viral. This mom was dragging her daughter by the hair. I'm not saying do none of that. I'm not saying do none of that. But a spanking, an isolated, whooping, that makes sense. And I will say this: I'm not an individual who likes to be yelled at.
Right.
I'm not an individual who learns from stuff like that. Right. Because I block things out. But I will say that when I did get spankings from my parents, it did teach me a lesson. I wasn't a bad kid.
Right.
Now, but I do think some of these parents be spanking their kids for a reason. Instead of talking to them, I don't know if you agree with this or not, but I believe in the African American household, they replace spankings with conversations.
Of now.
No. I don't mean like now, like they're conversing with their kids. I don't know. What I'm saying is like back then, when you were growing up, when I was growing up, instead of having a conversation, they just spanked them. Right. They didn't know. Or they spanked them and they tried to have a conversation afterwards. Like, I don't listen to you right now.
No, of course you're mad. You pissed off. And I think like what you just said is, and I got to defend parents because there's really no handbook on how to be a parent, right? Sometimes we get so frustrated with our kids that we boil over and we let it build up, and then they can just leave the seat toilet up and we choke them. Right? They can not turn the stove all the way up and we choke them. They didn't take the trash out, now we choke them, but that was a buildup of a lot of different things that I think a lot of parents, again, I'm not speaking for all parents because I don't know, but I know the parents, me and other parents, I disciplined my kids on the spot.
Yeah.
And it was consistent discipline. They knew if I did this, this is kind of what my dad is going to do. So if you're still going to do it, go ahead and do it. Just come home and I'm going to give you the discipline.
Right.
And it was consistent. I think, and I mentioned this to you on Friday when we were talking. If a parent is consistent with their kids at a young age, meaning discipline them, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going to cuss you out and then you're going to just laugh it off with your friends around,
Mm-hmm.
but then when I cuss you out by ourselves, you want to whoop me.
Mm. Yeah.
And you continuously do that. Now, when they get 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, oh, F you.
Right.
Oh, she ain't gonna whoop me in front of you guys. She gonna whoop me later. So I know my mom's pattern or my dad's pattern.
Can I say this though? One thing I don't appreciate from parents like you and my parents, I'm gonna have to call y'all out. I'm gonna call y'all out.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate how you whoop the older kids and didn't whoop these other kids. My sisters are years behind on their whoopings and they deserve it. I'm sorry, I love y'all, Taylor and Lynn, but they deserve their whoopings.
Right.
And they didn't get none. It's not fair.
Right. Sometimes when you're
It's
older,
not fair, Mark.
When you're an older kid, sometimes you do get a little more.
A little more. I got all of them.
Learning. You're the one that's kind of the project. And so, like I said, I can't speak for every parent, but I can speak for a lot of male fathers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they're in their kids' life and they know their kids and they've been a part of the discipline. Sometimes some kids, they will snap back after that first whip, and it might take some kids to go to jail for their snap back.
Oh my God, yeah.
Well, I mean, again, just personal experience, and then also people I know. And so,
Yeah, I agree.
sometimes the snapback, you don't know what is going to happen. I mean, some parents, even now at this age, I don't even. My rest her soul. My mom is not here. My father's incarcerated. My grandma's not here, who was kind of predicted, who was the one who raised me.
Mm-hmm.
And so the three people, or the two people that I really had in my life at the time that disciplined me, are no longer here. But the way you discipline your kids is kind of how you discipline them.
Mm-hmm.
You can't start disciplining at 16, 17. It's too late. Kids are already stuck in who they are. And so I started to really discipline at 4 and 5. When they first started playing sports, I started disciplining.
Okay, so real quick, because I know we're going over time, Mark, so let me know when we got to stop.
A couple minutes.
Okay, so because I want to talk about that too.
Yeah.
So real quick, let me get my thoughts on this. So I personally believe that kids should still get spankings.
Yes.
And it should be controlled, and there should be a lesson behind it. But I also believe that every situation does not deserve a spanking.
Right.
And situations deserve conversations. Now, when I was saying earlier about how parents are just spanking kids and not having conversations, or spanking their kids and having the conversation a little way too early, like I'm still hurting from the spanking.
Yes.
I believe that the parents nowadays aren't even having conversations with their kids. And you said, now that's what I'm trying to say. Like, we had spankings and conversations, but I feel like it probably wasn't the right time. This time, this day and age, it's kind of like, what you did was wrong. Don't do it again. And it's kind of like parents are afraid to step past that boundary and have that conversation, or also be angry with them. And like back in the day, even my mom, she would look at me a certain way, I knew to stop. I got that same look. I'm not even seeing that in Toyota at Walmart. Like, why are you not giving your kids a death stare?
Yeah.
Where's the pinch at? I would get pinched real quick.
Yeah.
A snatch up real quick. So I don't know why that's missing, but I want to go into the sports aspect.
Yes.
Because what's that man's name? Oh my gosh. I forgot the man's name. He was I gotta Google the basketball player who was on social media, who was training his kids in the gym. Oh my God! What?
Oh, we're talking about.
I'm drawing a blank. Oh my gosh!
For the Lakers.
Yeah, Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard.
Yeah, because he's facing backlash for a quote unquote intense workout video with his kids.
Yeah.
And so what we've seen. So my dad was also a sports player as well, and I played sports in college and high school and pretty much middle school, all my freaking schooling years. And I would say I've seen more often that parents like you who play sports, who put their kids in sports, discipline their kids differently. Right. Talk to us about what that looks like.
And
real quick, not even just that, and why you believe that sports players can handle more discipline than non-sports players.
Because sports in general is really mental. It's mental, right? Mm-hmm. You can be a great athlete, you can do everything, but if you're not willing to put in the work and the hard work and the discipline, because you got to get up and train. You got to train after the season, before the season, during the season. So you can. It's the mental side of it that I think as kids are a lot stronger that play sports, because you're on a team environment, 1, and 2, you're dealing with a coach that may be a nice coach, maybe a jerk coach, maybe a yeller, maybe not a yeller. So as my kids got into sports, I was kind of their first coach. I was their first coach, and I showed them I don't yell. I don't do confrontation. I'm like you were saying, I pull them to the side and go, look, you can't do this, right? But it's a talk, it's a conversation, and I did that with a lot of kids. Even now, I get parents kids I used to train.
Because you train now, right?
Yeah, I train kids now, but I used to train kids when they were younger. And a lot of parents to this day say, my son went to the Navy or went to the Army. I'm thank you for when you, because they were single moms. I'm thank you for helping discipline my kid through sports. I was able to do that to a lot of kids and not yelling. I wasn't a yeller, I wasn't a cusser, I wasn't, but I taught them and I talked to them about, this is what you did wrong. Let's fix it. And if you fix it, you're going to be good at what you're doing. And so a lot of the conversations I had with my own kids was through sports. It was like, you love sports, but you got to be respectful. You got to go to school in order to go to practice, go to games. How much do you want to enjoy that sport? You got to take care of the stuff off the field. And they bought into that. All right, I know I got to go to school. I got to get good grades. And then as they got older, that was so key because like I said, my daughter, all my kids are in college. They didn't all play. My daughter was the oldest. She was the only one that played sports in college, but she had a gift, and she knew that I gotta go to school. I can't get in trouble. I can't fail a drug test.
Right.
I can't.
They drug test. They didn't drug test us in college.
They was drug testing it 3 times a week.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't get drug tested
in Iowa State.
Okay. I didn't go to a big school.
Yeah, I'm talking like the athletes.
I was an athlete too, but I didn't get drug tested.
Yeah, no. It was like, they because they were able to weed out a lot of kids because they were smoking weed. Kids were doing pills and things like that. And so, so that's the thing I told my daughter. I said, if I should never get a call from a coach saying you failed a drug test or you didn't go to practice, right? Because I showed you how to do it and navigate through it. That's a young kid. I'm talking about 5 and 6 years old. I have my kids. I got pictures. I have my kids running bleachers. I have my kids running lines and doing push-ups and doing sit-ups. And that was probably one of the reasons me and their mom wasn't together, because I was so hard that I loved them harder.
What's that one? I forgot. What's that one drill? You made me think about it. Give me PTSD. That one drill in gym where you have to like run from one side to the next side. See? Oh, I hated that.
Yeah.
Hated that. You make kids do that? Oh, I hate coaches like you, Mark.
They call it the beat test and suicide.
I hated it.
And that was kind of my way of discipline. If you ain't listening to me, or if your mom called, I would have moms come and say, little Johnny, I'm making up a name. Yeah. Little Johnny, he wasn't listening in school today. He wasn't doing bleachers. Beat test, kids just pass out like stomach hurting. But that's how we discipline through sports.
Yeah.
Is if your mom came to me, and because I did grade checks.
Is it considered physical discipline? Technically?
Yeah.
It is physical. You got to put your hands on them.
I put my hands on them, but I'm physically going to wear them out to a point where they're throwing up. A parent will come to me and go,
you were hard.
He didn't do this schoolwork, or he wasn't listening to me at home. And the kid will be looking at me like, I know it's coming. I know it's coming. And so, but you
were that connected to the parents.
Yeah. I made sure when I brought my parents in, I did team meetings, I would always tell them, it's my kid for 2 hours. If you have any issues with me, or if you have any issues with the way the kid maybe not playing, talk to me privately.
Right.
Because I want to tell you about your kids, not in front of the group. Because some kids are a little behind. Some kids aren't prepared or aren't ready for how we was training. And this is like 7, 8, 9, 10-year-olds. This wasn't like teenagers. And so I disciplined a lot of things, even with my kids. It was, dang, I know I shouldn't have done that. I got to go do suicide. At a point, they didn't want to do suicides no more.
I wouldn't either. I hate doing it once, Mark.
The next week, the parent would come and say, he listened. He turned all his homework in. He didn't give me no back lip. He didn't talk back. He went to bed on time. He got up on time. He put on his shoes. He put on his shirt. He wasn't mixing matching colors. And a lot of that was because of they didn't want to do suicide.
I mean, Mark,
they didn't want to run. They didn't want to run all the practice while everybody else was practicing.
Yeah.
And so
it's also embarrassing.
Well, it truly is. But you know what it did is it really made kids, the next time they did something, they thought about it.
Yep.
And the mom will be like, Mark, to this day.
Oh wow.
Mom, like my son, he's changed his life. He's doing this and doing better. He's like, a lot of it had to do with how you discipline. All I said is thank you, and I was just discipline how I would discipline my own kids.
And it started when it was young.
6, 7.
Mark, I tell people all the time, it takes a community to raise a village and a child. And even when I was a sports player, I mean, my coach was like a second dad to me. He was my family because I saw
100%.
him Monday through Sunday.
Much as you saw your
Yeah,
family.
because people don't realize sports players isn't just Monday through Friday. We also practice on the weekends. We have track meets. We have games that go into the weekend. We spend the night with them on the weekend. When we see our parents, and they text us, they call us, they check it. The biggest thing. Oh my gosh, my football coach coming out at lunch.
Yeah.
Oh, how was the first period?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I heard from your teacher. I'll see you after class.
Yeah.
That was scary.
But
scary.
Guess what that does to a child?
Oh, we listen.
And what people don't realize is 90% of those guys that made it professional, I guarantee they can tell you a story where they got disciplined by somebody other than their parents.
Yep.
And it hit home. Yep. Like even to this day, if I say something that I used to tell my kids when they were younger, I would say, "All right, everybody line up." Mm-hmm. My daughter would be like, right now, she'd be like, "Nope." She'd be like, "No beat test for me."
Right.
She'd be like, "Nope," because they knew that was to me, that was a belt didn't scare them. Yeah. Punishment didn't scare them. Suicides, line up, that scared them. Yeah. And it scared them to the point to where they became pretty good adults. And I got a bunch of kids that I've raised with my own, that parents I still talk to, and I always ask them, how was that for your kids now? And it was like night and day. And day. It is some parents, they used to say when the kids got too old, when they was 12, 13, I'm gonna call Coach Hayes. And they'd be like, whoop, all right. I know what Coach Hayes gonna do, because that's what he did when we were younger. And so,
you're aggressive. I know we're pretty much out of time, but are you aggressive?
No, not at all.
Because my coaches were aggressive.
No,
my coaches would curse us out.
Jamie, not
militant. Are you militant?
Nope.
I don't know about that. I'm the type
to get in your face and just talk to you quietly. That was more scary than me yelling and cussing you.
Because you seem psycho.
Yeah, it's like
when you talk to somebody silently,
you're talking so low.
Yeah, it's so close.
I'm in your face, but you better get it together. If you don't get it together, the kid be like, me yelling and screaming at them, that's probably what they hear all the time. So that goes in one ear and out the other. So I was very calm, but I got my point across. Yeah. And that's something that, even again, I use my example because my own kids, I made sure that they looked me in the eye when I told them, you did something wrong, we finna discipline you. And they didn't want to do suicide. And I guess that could be even to this day, parents could use that as discipline. Yeah. Come on, we going outside, you're gonna write 100 suicides.
My dad did.
And the next time you think about doing something or talking back, we're gonna keep running these suicides. A kid will straighten up. A belt, a hand, punishment, timeout, that don't work. You tell a kid they're gonna do some suicide or they're gonna run until they throw up, that behavior will change. And it changed.
No wrong. Hey, it takes a village, and you obviously a part of that village. Yeah, I appreciate you for coming on today, Mark.
Man, we went over, man, but that's okay.
We gotta have you on some. Because you're the owner.
I can do that.
The manager.
I can do that.
Mark, we're gonna have you back on tomorrow because I actually still want to talk about the history of KSHP.
Let's do it.
So this will be continued tomorrow, guys. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mark Hayes, the general manager of KSHP. AM 1400 and 107.1. Thank you, man. Yeah, appreciate you. Yes, thank you.
And tell all the beautiful
Mark,
listeners you have.
Do not get people in trouble.
I said continue to listen to the Jaime Dee show. Okay, this man is going to blow up. I'm telling you right now. I got his back 120%. I'm supporting what he's doing. It reminds me of a young me with more hair. That's it.
I'm trying to keep it, Mark. But hey, from your mouth to God's ears, I receive, accept, and claim that. I thought you were going to go somewhere else with that. And I was like, please don't
No. She's listening to me.
Well, thank you so much, Mark. It was a pleasure. I'll see you back tomorrow. Yes, guys, that was Mark Hayes, general manager of KSHP AM 1400. You were just tuned into the Jaime Dee show, like I just said, live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. I'm on every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST. Went over today because, hey, Mark said it was cool. So make sure to stick around tomorrow. I got so much more to go over, and we're going to have a lot of amazing guests. Mark being one of them. Stick around. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.